How's it going? Mike here, The Fresh Rinse, and this is episode 3 of our complete pressure washing rig rebuild or redo or makeover or whatever you want to call it. This has been quite the task. The weather has not cooperated. The dogs barking in the background are getting on my nerves, and it's just been a longer process than what I had hoped. It was originally intended to be 4, 5, 6 episodes, and we haven't even gotten through with the painting process. So that's where we're at. Today we are going to at least continue painting on the pressure washing rig. Before we continue, be sure to hit that stinking like button right now. Go ahead and do it. It's right there, right there. Just go ahead and hit it. Also hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And then leave a comment, and I'm eternally grateful. Where are we thus far? In episode 2, we completely ground down all of the metal surfaces, trying our best to free everything from rust, and then spraying down everything with this rust reformer by Rust-Oleum. According to the can, it instantly converts rust into a protective, paintable surface. And now we are ready to spray everything with Herculiner. I got this from Walmart, and it's been sitting in warm water, not hot, but warm water, for about 30 minutes, hence the no label on the can. In the last episode, I took some heat. I mean, I really took a flogging by some of you for not wearing a mask while grinding off all of the rust from the metal surfaces. And I completely understand that now, because when I began watching the actual footage, I saw all of the rust dust that was flying off my face. I didn't see that at the time, so I'm grateful for you caring for me. That means a lot. So I have minimal PPE, but I'm going to use this today. The wind is boisterous, and it's a little colder than what I want it to be. It's right around 50 degrees, which according to the can is the minimum for spraying this bed liner onto any metal surface. I really need to get this done as soon as I can because I have so much stuff in the front of my house. Surely my neighbors are growing weary of all of this pressure washing equipment. I know my wife is. So the plan is to spray everything, in particular paying close attention to the insides, because once I get these sprayed and the bed lined with the paint, then I can begin putting things on the rig, and that's kind of what I'm excited about the most. All right, so with all of that, let's go ahead and begin spraying the pressure washing rig. All right, after about 15, maybe 20 minutes of drying time, this is what we've got. And I really like it. I've spent considerable amount of time and product on the inside, putting 2 coats on the inside, and then I will come back at some point, pull the wheels off, get all of this, and of course the undercarriage as well. So I'm really pleased with the product thus far. What we're going to do now is begin painting the floor with this blue Rust-Oleum Rock Solid Deck Resurfacer. The tools of the trade are this fancy schmancy roller cover that they highly recommend because it's terribly expensive, and general paintbrush. I don't know, I think it's gonna be nice. Let's do this. here's the finished product. Am I 100% pleased? I am not. I really wanted that solid look, and I am happy with the fact that it's soaked in more than what I thought it was going to. That's great for the protective factor. The only way to get the solid look that I was hoping for is to put another layer or another coat of paint on, and I'm to understand that that's a bad idea because that's the layer that will begin to peel. So I'm going to go with it. I have to keep in mind that equipment is going to cover the majority of this floor. This was for a protective barrier, and the color was just a bonus, but it is what it is. That roller cover is horrible. Don't do that. It's just terrible. Look what it did. So it just began to splatter all over the place. You see there? I'm going to have to go back and kind of mask that off and then paint that again. But yeah, I think we're going to go with this and call it a finished product and call this a finished episode. Speaking of which, you want to go ahead and hit that bell tab, because in the next episode, you and I are going to take a little field trip to our local metal supplier. We're going to get all the material we need for the racks that will raise the tin machine and also the AR-45 roof pop. I got the new 275 tote in. I'm very, very pleased with that. And so it's coming along. Am I as far as I wanted to be by now? I am not. But I've got 3 months. Hopefully I'll be done in the next couple of weeks. And probably the next 4, 5, 6 episodes. All right, I asked you before if you would kindly leave comments letting me know what it is that you want to see in this series. I'm going to do my best, making no promises. But yeah, plumbing, electrical, installation of all of these things. All of this stuff's going to be hit on, and full-fledged rebuild video. So, all right, that's all we have. Mike, The Fresh Rinse, and I'm out.